Gang, hey foodie gang, welcome back, welcome back. We are going to be cooking today. We're making French toast sausage, and I'm gonna make some coffee as well. Hit the like button, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Y'all like my hair, y'all? Okay, so I'm gonna point you guys down to the stove. I just wanted to start the video. Okay, so I got my pans here and all that stuff. The first thing I'm gonna do is wash my hands. I'm gonna wash my hands again because I was touching the phone and stuff like that. And then we're gonna put the sausage on. And I have sausage links today. I think I'm gonna slide y'all back a little bit because that one pan is cut off. And okay, shout out to the members. I was supposed to do this on Saturday. I do a members only live. Y'all, I forgot it was Saturday. So here I am today. Hey, and she said, best friend, I'm here, but just listen, can't comment. Family is here. I'm helping them with some stuff, and I'm here. Don't even worry, girl, because I can't even read the comments right now. As long as you come back when I sit down. Because when I'm cooking, it's hard for me to read the comments. Okay, so we're gonna start. We just making a little something. Maybe for Ava. She wants some French toast. Okay, I thought I got links, but I got patties. So we got some sausage here. We're gonna throw on the sausage. I think I'm gonna use this pan for the sausage. Yeah. Okay, and the reason why I keep the lids on everything is because y'all, I'm hungry in the South. They got a whole bunch of flies. I don't like to fly on food like that. Let me get some tongs. But I can't even read the comments right now because I'm going to be cooking. I'm going to be moving around, so don't even worry. And I appreciate you coming through. Let me put a little bit of oil down. I like to put a little bit of oil down. Not a lot, just a little bit. This is olive oil in here. Not a lot, just a little bit, a little something. Okay, okay. But how's everybody doing? Okay, so I normally do a members only live. Just note something. Got the wrong one. I normally do a members only live on Saturday. I forgot it was Saturday, y'all. I was tripping. So I wanted to do this members only live today. And I was, you know what, sometimes I don't want to deal with all the trolls. So this is a nice little break. Y'all hit the like button from not having to deal with all the trolls. So I don't got no problem with just blocking y'all and moving on. But sometimes I don't want to deal with it. And when we do these members only live streams, the one thing I can say is we don't got no trolls. So we're going to do some French toast. I have some bananas over here that are kind of going bad. So I kind of want to use those up. I really wish I had strawberries. Okay, so my little mash. We got a little smoke here. That means that something could have dropped in the burner or turn the fan on. Trying to line y'all up perfectly. I love this little mason jar, mason glass. I want to get some of these for my house. Some coffee. I'm gonna put some coffee on, get that brewing. See, when I get back home and I get my ring light, it'll look even the lighting will be even better. But see, when you're a content creator, you got equipment, you got devices, you need the Wi-Fi connection. It's a lot. Coffee smells so good when it's brewing. It just makes the house smell so good, I feel. Okay, hey Emperor, what's going on, y'all? Okay, I'm not ignoring y'all. I'm making some coffee over here. We got the sausage on. We're gonna get the French toast started in a little bit. Yeah, I'm trying to give you guys more cooking content because I know that's what this channel really was about, is cooking. So I'm gonna try to do some more cooking even if I'm not at home. Okay, we got the coffee on. So yeah, I'm gonna try to give y'all some more cooking content while we on vacation. We've been doing a lot of like reviews, sitting down and eating and talking, but I'm gonna try to get y'all some more cooking. Okay? It's harder not cooking in your kitchen because you don't know where things are. Okay, and when I'm making French toast with the leftover eggs, sometimes I will make scrambled eggs out of it, so they're kind of like sweet eggs. If I have any eggs left, I'm gonna do that. So the sausage is heating up. One thing about outside when you're in the South, outside is not quiet. I don't know what be out there chirping like that. They said it was the crickets. I don't freaking know. But it's like there is, I guess that is like how the outdoor sounds. In Alaska it's different. It's like outdoor is completely quiet. I guess we don't have crickets. I don't think we do. So here's the bread. And then I mix together the eggs. Here I got here. I've learned when I do cooking videos that prepping helps a lot. It's a game changer when you prep out stuff. And then I have the eggs right here. I mix it with some milk, vanilla extract, cinnamon, salt, sugar. That's it. Sometimes I put nutmeg in here. That's enough. Let me restart. Okay. 4 eggs, a little bit of milk, vanilla extract, salt, cinnamon, and sugar. But yeah, outside is there's a lot of stuff going out here. I don't know what I can use. Okay, this burner does not work. So do not be alarmed. And I'll put this back here. I might not need that. I might need it. We'll see. Got my little station right here. Put some butter in this pan. Get this baby turned on. Hey, Slim Jim, how you doing? How you doing? Yes, I am still in Atlanta. I'm still here. Still here. I did get my ticket booked. Ooh, let me turn this pan down. Ooh, let me turn this down. Okay, I'm leaving on the 24th. I'm gonna move to a different spot though down here. I'm gonna be near the airport. Is that anywhere near where you're at, Slim Jim? Cause I know you want us to meet up. Is that anywhere near where you are? Let me know. Oh, I was like, what is that noise? I forgot about it. Y'all, there be so many noises down here. Okay, okay. Yeah, I'm still here, Slim Jim. I ain't gone nowhere. I kind of just been resting, honestly, while I've been down here. I haven't really been doing much. But that's all I ever really wanted to do was rest. Like, that's what I was trying to do. Okay. All right, Slim. I'm going to put a little bit of oil in here. Not a lot, just a little bit. I know you ain't crying. Well, I'll be here till Friday in this spot. One thing I would say about Atlanta. Thank you so much, Slim. And y'all make sure y'all check out his YouTube channel. Great content creator. Oh, well, okay, this is what I was going to say. One thing about Atlanta is the buzz, bro. Huge. I don't even want to talk about it when I'm cooking. Okay, so now I'm going to start the French toast. And then I have some bananas, too, that I was going to put on top. Can y'all see everything I got going on? Let me turn it a little bit more. Oh, mine are too. Mine are too. Mine are too, so I told you everything. No judgment here. No judgment here. I be scared to open the door. I don't know if I'm going to see a bug or not. Yes. As far as fun and tight. I know how that feels. When you got big dreams, but you ain't got no money, I'm trying to stand a little bit. So it can go a little faster so we can get up out of here. Sitting down. Bananas I'm gonna use. Okay, so we got French toast, sausage, a little something. We got some coffee on in the bag. Let me go ahead and flip this. See, when I'm at home, I have like a flat pan, and I could put on like 4 pancakes at a time. I could do like 4 French toasts at a time. But you know what I really want to get, Foodie Gang? I want to get a griddle. I used to have one years ago when I lived in Portland, but I really want to get a griddle because a griddle is perfect for breakfast food. You can put everything on there and be done. See, when I cook, I'm always thinking about the smart way, but I need to get a griddle. That's on my you know what I need to make? I need to make an Amazon wish list. But a griddle is definitely something that I want to get. Okay, the first 2 I'm going to give to Ava. I'm going to give her some sausage. She already got a little bit of juice out there. I'm going to get her out of the way. And then I'm going to make my cousin some. I don't know if he eats French toast, but I'm still going to make him some because that's a nice thing to do. And when I don't make him food, he shady me. Ava, I want to make you the first 2, okay? And some sausage. He be giving me an evil eye when I don't make him food, so we're going to make him some food.
Why did you not eat?
Hey, ready to take your monitor off the side today? Amy be trying to wear her monitor all freaking day. I'm like, take that thing off, bro. Why you? The whole time she be in the house, she wears it. She's like, I just woke up. It be a whole hour later. I'm like, no, you didn't. You've been up for a minute. Like, take that thing off. Lord have mercy. Okay. So I had to get the pan, and then the griddle also is that you can keep the heat pretty consistent. So my pan was kind of cold. It wasn't cold, but it wasn't hot enough when I first put this on here, which is why it's taking a little bit longer. But that's okay. We gotta turn the pan up. Okay, so yeah, like I said, I'm gonna make my cousin some. I don't know if he eats this, but the nice thing to do would be to make him some, and that's what we're gonna do. The first one's going to Ava. Okay, so it's looking good on both sides. Ava loves some French toast. But what kids don't, honestly, like, they like stuff like this. So, But while we do that, I'm gonna get some more on. I like to put a little bit of oil in the pan so that the butter doesn't burn. It keeps the butter from burning as quickly, in my opinion. Everybody's different. The pan's a little bit hot now. So I'm gonna do that over here. I'm gonna put another butter. That's something about both. Luckily, my cousin has gloves here, so I really appreciate it. And I'm gonna stir this one time. Put that back in the stove. And while that's cooking, I'm going to get Ava's salt and pepper French toast cut up. I'm not going to put any bananas on Ava's. Because if I have strawberries, I'll put strawberries on. I don't really care for bananas like that. Hey Breeze! He said, hey Chef Big Bank, I appreciate you coming through yesterday. Yes, y'all, go ahead and subscribe to Breeze's YouTube channel as well. He was over there cooking yesterday. So this is Ava's. I'm making some French toast and sausages. Hey Angela! How are you doing? This is Ava's plate right here. Got the little syrup for her. Set it up for her. So there should be no issues. Ava! There should be no issues because Ava's plate is good to go. And then we're working on my cousins right here. And it says, hey there, beautiful people. It's right there. Yes. You got everything? You should be good now. All right. So we got sausage, French toast right here. Got my little station set up. I know it's looking a little crazy, y'all, but I know what's going on. Let's see if these bananas are gonna work. I think so. I'm still at cousin's house, but the move is gonna happen on Friday. How are y'all doing today? What y'all got going on? What y'all eating? And like, I don't know why my eye is like watering. Cause what? I love breakfast food. The reason I was like, let me make some French toast today, because we have a lot of bread, and when I cook, I always try to use up stuff that we have when I cook. I always check the burner, but this one doesn't work, so I don't gotta check it. So I'm gonna make my cousin's plate right here, and then I'm gonna take it to him. And when I come back, we will work on my plate, but I'm gonna show you how to build the plate, or how I'm gonna build it. Normally, what they do in the restaurant, they will cut your food on a cutting board, then slide it onto your plate. But we are not in a restaurant. It is 907 Goodies, but it's not a restaurant. And my cousin doesn't eat that much, so we're not gonna put a whole bunch of food on here for him. Okay, we got the bananas. I have this little syrup right here that I'm gonna use. So this is for my cousin right here. Got some French toast with bananas, some sausage. Alright, I'll be right back. And then we're gonna finish my plate. We're gonna sit down after this. to Ava. She saved me a walk. Ava said she wanted to do it. That's cool with me. Okay, let's get back to it. Hey, El Chivo, good morning, good morning. Okay, we're making some French toast. I got Ava, got the cousin done. So now we're working on Big Bang. Hey, True, I ain't seen you in a minute. How you doing? Let me turn this fan off. I was like, did El Chivo just call me TT? That's what I was thinking when I saw that. Because I was like, if somebody called me TT, they must know me or my people real well. So I was like, I know El Chivo didn't call me that. And then I saw it was true. So we're making some French toast and sausage. Still down here in Atlanta, Georgia. I made breakfast for everybody, so everybody can be good. But I hope all is well with you, Truth. Hope all is well with everybody. You know, life be lifing. Life be lifing. Truth said I've been working all over the place. Sounds like it. Sounds like you got a lot going on. But if somebody calls me TT, they know something. I'm gonna try to fit 3 in here, cause I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Your girl tired, and then sometimes with the rice, what I'll do is I'll scramble these up, and I got a little bit left, so we're gonna scramble it up. We're gonna see what it do. Okay, I'm gonna just fit that one in there, cause I'm ready to be done. You know when you get to the end of your meal, you're like, all right, I'm tired of doing this. One thing I try to do is after I finish my live stream, I try my best to clean the kitchen up. Cause if I don't, it'll just back up. These over here. Truth said, Cheapo, good morning, beautiful. What are y'all eating today? What are you eating, Cheapo? I know you. Are you still in the hotel? Or are you back at home? Now, Cheapo be moving fast. Be like, she be one place one day, the next day she's somewhere else. She moving fast. Bro, yesterday I heard this noise. It sounded like gunshots. I was like, Ava, sit down. Cause she was like standing up. I don't know what the heck that was. Definitely didn't sound right to me. It was very concerning. And I said, Ava, sit down. Cause she was standing up. I don't know what it was. And I was like, dang, is this the crime everybody's been talking about? I don't know what the noise was though. I don't know if somebody hit something or what. Oh, Angela, it's okay, girl. I stepped away too. I was gonna walk my cousin's food up the stairs, but Ava was like, I want to do it. I was like, are you sure? Are you gonna be able to, do this? But she did. And Elsie was like, child, just clocked in and sitting at my desk. Elsie, but you be on the go. You're like one place one day, another place the next day. It's like, you be on the move. Yes, and then today I was like, we're gonna do a members only live because I owe you guys one. I didn't do it on Saturday. I don't know. I forgot it was Saturday, but there are just some days where I just do not even want to deal with it. And that's one of these days. Like, I don't even want to deal with it, all the trolls. You guys do a great job, but it's like, sometimes it's like, can y'all just please leave us alone? And those people said, did you pack those sausages? No. They are like the Jiminy ones you get in the frozen section, already like pre-done. I ain't gonna lie, I've been taking shortcuts. Ever since my surgery, it's like, look, I'm a cook, and I'm gonna do what I gotta do, but it is gonna look different. I'm taking all shortcuts. Sometimes I put a little bit more oil. She said, so man, I add red crushed peppers to mine. Oh, you're saying like when you pat them out, you add red. El Chico likes hot food though. She be adding hot sauce, salsa. Girl, you would have loved that Mexican pizza that I had the other day. It was so freaking good. And I put that verde on top. I don't even do hot stuff. But y'all, I put salsa on top of my Mexican pizza. It was so freaking good. So good. El Chico, you would have liked that Mexican pizza. For sure. That Mexican pizza, you would. I'm surprised that they don't have that out there in Cali though, or maybe they do. You just haven't found it yet. It was good though. Man, one thing I love to do when I go somewhere, I love to eat the food. I don't even care about where I go, or like what type of I don't care about the museums and like the parks. I'm trying to go to the restaurant. I'm trying to see what they cooking up in here when I do go on vacation. That's why when I went to Vegas last year, I did a food vlog when I went to Vegas because like that's the part that is important to me is the food. Oh, but you guys know what I really want to do? Cause so we did our. Sorry about the noise. We did our 6K celebration. We did like a long live stream, but we never like cooked anything. So I want to make a burger for the 6K celebration. Ooh, let me stop hitting my phone. I just did something. Okay, y'all. Ooh. And then honestly, Nancy, I've just kind of been chilling. I went to I haven't gone anywhere that I can remember. I haven't really gone nowhere. But I did do a fish fry at my cousin's house. Went to a crab meal, or you know, but I haven't like gone into like any festivals or anything like that. Y'all have been chilling, and I wanted y'all to keep in mind, like before I got out here, girl was in surgery. So when I got out here, I was just like, bro, I really just want to sit down. And then the other day, y'all, I was dog sitting for a little bit, and I was trying to walk the dog, and I fell and skid my knee up so freaking bad. Pissed off about that. Like, god damn, dog. And it makes me mad because I went through that whole surgery and I never fell. Was good the whole time, even when I had to like, even right after the surgery, I was good on my walking. Never had no issues, no falls. Get out here, trying to walk the freaking dog. Then I fall. Okay, I'm not ignoring y'all. I am just plating up right now. This is like the most serious part. I have a little bit of eggs from my leftover egg batter. What you call it? My egg mix. Alright, y'all. Alright, y'all. We got our water right here. It's like it's never enough paper towels. Let me clean this off real quick. Okay, we got some scrambled eggs from our leftover egg mix. We got French toast and sausage. But we're not done. Let's put a little syrup on top of there. And then we're going to get us moved over to the table. This is our thick syrup. Well, you know what to do with it. You can come get the computer too when you want.
I'll put it right here.
No.
Where do I put it?
Eat the rest of that. There's only a little bit left.
But I'm very full.
Okay, hold on, Ava. This must be like maple syrup or something. It's super thick.
Oh yeah, that's probably maple syrup.
Let's see if it has any more syrup.
That probably is maple syrup.
Super thick. What the heck? Ava, we'll throw it away. Throw it away then. In the middle of a live stream, I'm trying to do something. Okay, I got some honey here. Some honey on there. There we go. Kids don't care what you got going on. They'll talk to you. Okay. Show you what we got going on here. There we go. Let me get y'all moved over to the table. Ava, can you help me? Can you take this water to the table? That one. That one over there. Ava, the table is here. Girl, she gonna take my water out to the living room. Girl, you know I'm trying to sit right here. Okay. What's going on with this? Okay, y'all. Alright, let me figure out. Okay, fat lights. Got my phone, got my water. You know I don't have a fork to eat. Let me adjust the camera. There we go. Take some pictures. Okay, I did this thing. I did the Bantu knots, and I tried to curl my hair. So, next best thing that you can do to retwisting your hair. flash on there. Sorry, y'all, if y'all see the flash. I gotta take my pictures and I get mad when I don't. And I need to get a video. Start getting better at this whole thing. And then I'm gonna get the chat pulled up. Go over any comments that I missed. But before we eat, let's pray. Dear Lord, Heavenly Father, thank you for this food. Blessed in the hands that made it. Thank you for everything that you've done, everything that you continue to do. In Jesus' name, pray, amen. Put my shades on. I know Angela was making fun of me. But these shades, you know what I realized too? Both of my eyes are not in sync, and that is a common symptom after you have brain surgery. That your eyes work together, and the reason why you're able to see is all due to your brain. So my eyes are not in sync, and they're not working together yet. Just because I just had the brain surgery. It kind of takes a while for everything to get back to normal. So I was looking at my content and my eyes be looking crazy just because of everything I have going on. So I was like, you know what? I should just wear the shades until my eyes get better so that my eyes don't look crazy on here. And people don't be like, well, why did your eyes do that? Look, bro, they do that because they do that. I'm lucky to be alive. But people that are new here, they don't know what's going on with that big bank. So, but when I'm cooking, I don't like to wear the shades because I need to see my food. And I need to see what color it is. You know what I'm saying? I should have grabbed a knife. I'm about to go get up and get a knife. And we got our sweet eggs here, the leftover egg batter. I'll make scrambled eggs. I could just do this. Yeah, I could probably just use my fork. Oh, I said I was gonna look at the comments, the ones that I missed. Okay. Yes, we're going to Vegas for my birthday trip. If anybody is coming, let Angela know. Hit her email. But you know what? Honestly, I am okay if nobody comes, and as long as it's just me and Angela and El Cheapo, I am so happy with that. Let me tell you something. I don't even think I want to be around people like that because of everything I've been through. So if nobody comes, that's okay too. We're going September 21st to August 1st. If you don't come, it's okay with us. It's okay with me. Angela's so sweet. But you know what? We'll do like the meet and greet later on in life. It's not a rush. Your girl's in recovery anyway. Yes, and Emperor dropped his link. Yeah, September 24th, 1st August. September 24th to August 1st. But if nobody comes, look, I'm gonna be there and I'm gonna lay down in the bed. I just want to relax. Like that's kind of been like the underlying theme of my whole vacation that I never knew I was gonna take. I actually wanted to go to Hawaii in October, and that was the original plan. And then somehow it turned into all of this, and I ended up going on vacation earlier than what I thought. I didn't. I wasn't even. I was planning on going to Hawaii in October because that's when I would be healed up and I would be recovered. But then all this happened and your girl had to hop onto vacation quick, and I just been resting. I wasn't even planning on doing all this. But it all worked out how it was supposed to work out. Um, I still do want to go to Hawaii. I want to go to the Big Island. I've been to Oahu before. I don't know if I'm saying it correct. The Waikiki, but I want to go to the Big Island in Hawaii. That'll probably be sometime next year. So still a goal. But yeah, I was planning on going to Hawaii in October. I think we were gonna go because like we get a PFD in Alaska, and it comes in October. So I was actually gonna take that money, go on to vacation, but then all this happened. Here we are. But you know what? My plan and God's plan are two different things, and that is what I have learned. Well, I have learned. What I think gonna happen and what really be happening be two different things. Just going with the flow, but you know what? Very blessed. Things have worked out, and yeah. Right. Maybe this is how I need to sit. Y'all, my knee is so jacked up, and I'm so mad because earlier that day, it happened yesterday. Me and Ava were literally talking about how we liked being in Atlanta and being in warm weather because we can wear shorts all the time. Whereas when we were in Alaska, we can only wear shorts sometimes. I kid you not. After I said all that, I went out and busted my knee. I said, so then I went to the store and I got some pants because like my knee it looks very nasty. And I was just like, and I was like, man, as soon as I said I was happy about wearing shorts, and that's when it all happened. Mm-hmm. I have bad balance already because like the surgeries and stuff and the brain tumor. I have bad balance. So with that being said, I got to be really careful when I'm outside walking. But I was going out the door. We were trying to walk the dog. He was acting crazy. So I was like, Ava, give me the dog. So I grabbed the dog from her, and then I tripped over the mat. It's like the mat is really high off the ground, and then my right leg gave out. Bro, I was, and then I went down to my right knee and then my left knee, but I had on shorts when it happened. But like the right side of my body is just not, it's not all there anyway. Man, I was so freaking mad. Ava ended up walking the dog, and then I was just so mad. I was like, man, I'm not gonna fucking dog. But Angela, I went through all of this even after my surgery. Okay, so the first set of surgeries in 2020, I had to learn how to walk again. But this time, I knew how to walk again. It was just like getting stronger with my walking. But I went through all of that, never fell. Never fell. Even when my head was bandaged up, never fell. Came out here and fell. I was like, this some BS. But yes, it hurt so freaking bad. And so yesterday, my cousin was like, "Do you want to go down to the vet one?" I said, "Honestly, cousin, I really can't even walk like that. My leg hurt. I'm like, this is why I'm sitting down resting. I'm not doing nothing." But like at the same time, it is good to get out and walk. And while the dog was here, I was like looking forward to the walk. So I was like, this is what I need to be doing. I need to be outside walking around. Like it's good for me. But yeah, I just lost my balance. I literally like I literally took one step out the door and fell. Like this some bullshit. Mhm. I need to be doing I think they call them heel raises to get my ankles strong. And then Andy said I'm still weak on my right. Yeah, it's my right side. It's weaker, but I guess my ankles is wobbly. It's like a normal person would not. I'm a normal person, but a person with no health issues would not have fallen where I fell. But because of my history and what I got going on, walking is hard. And yes, I can only imagine back surgery. Anything involving surgery period is just risky and it's complicated. Mm. And the side limb sometimes also hip replacement on the right. My stepmom had got a knee replacement. And she said it hurt so freaking bad. But also, like, she was saying in the cold, she can, like, feel the metal inside. I've heard a couple of people say that. With the cold weather and having, like, a knee replacement is not good, according to them. But I can only imagine a hip replacement. But at the same time, I'm thankful that they're able to do all this stuff. Like, the fact that you can replace somebody's hip, replace somebody's knee, fix a brain tumor, like open somebody's head up, take something out, put them back together, and they can be fine. Like it's really God. You know what I'm saying? Like my sister, after I had my surgery, my brain surgery, my sister was like, "How is your head the same shape?" I said, "Girl, they have gotten so advanced with the medical field. They're able to put body parts on people. Like you know what I'm saying? Like but no one has ever asked me that question. It's like she was like, "How is your head the same size?" And she couldn't believe it. I'm like, "Bro, this is God." At the same time, I was like, "If you don't stop asking me all them questions," I was like, "That was one of the questions. Like, you need to go look it up because I don't even know." But I tell you, people be asking so many questions, and it's like, it's not that I don't want to answer them, but it's like, bro, I just had a whole freaking surgery. I can barely talk, and you're standing here interrogating me, asking all these questions, all these medical questions. Like, I don't know, bro. I was just there. And I tell people, like, you're asking too many questions. Like, it's just too much. And then, even when you go to the hospital, they're like, how do you feel? How's your pain? They be like, is it aching or is it throbbing? I'm like, bro, I don't know if it fucking hurts. So when I got home, I was like, that's why I say, Angela, look, I'm okay if nobody come. I'm tired. I'm tired, but yeah, we can have fun. Um, mmm, what's that? My mom's surgeon told us she had a couple of scares during and after her surgery. I had my first, after my first brain surgery, I had a scare too. And then that's another thing. Once you are done with surgery, that doesn't mean that you're not gonna have any complications. You know what I'm saying? First one, when he took the skull flap off, the tumor popped up at him. It's smooth. Mm. I can only imagine being a neurosurgeon, like, or a heart doctor. Like, that's just too much stress, bro. Can you imagine going to work and you're like working on people's hearts or their brains? Like, that's just too much stress for me. It's like they gotta need therapy, and then sometimes like my family, we were never mean to the doctors, but some people are really mean to the doctors. Second one, when they woke her, she wasn't speaking English at first. She was speaking Hebrew. Now that is, I've never seen that before or heard of that, but it makes sense though. Cause and what I noticed is like this right eye right here, it's not blinking as much, and it's always watering. Like tears are always coming out of my right eye, which is good because I know it works, but it's like my right eye, and then I have to put like eye drops in my right eye. But yeah, this right eye just been kind of giving me trouble. Mmm. I'm just saying, he wants to become a thoracic surgeon. It's too much death in that specialty. Yeah, I'm very lucky that when I got my CMA, which I need to renew my license, but when I became a CMA, I went into dermatology, and I was very glad. There are some people with some life-changing skin issues, but you don't see death. You don't see people dying. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if I could work in a field where people die. I don't think I'm like mentally strong enough for that. And so I was glad I wasn't in a field where where a lot of people were passing away, because I can't do it. I'll be crying like it's my family member. So I was very like happy about that. Yes. And Ember said, I got great God-given sexual skills. I was the only one in my class, high school, that could dissect a frog. I did 2 frogs. Yeah, I remember my first surgery. My dad was still alive. He said a beautiful prayer for me. He was like, you know, we want to pray over the hands of the surgeon. And I never really thought about that. It's like, dang, you do got to pray over their hands because you don't know what, you know what I'm saying? They could nick something. There, I mean, anything could happen. And there are some stories where stuff do be going wrong. So, you know, but he said a beautiful prayer for me. Amber, let me ask you this. Is there ever, is there ever an age where it's like you get too old to become a surgeon? Because I've seen some old surgeons. Like even the doctor I worked with, she had to be like in her 70s. She had to be like in her 70s. But don't most surgeons kind of start when they're younger? I just ate a banana and a sausage together. That was French toast. Very weird. Very weird. Mmm. Empress said, nah, you can always go back to medical school and become a surgeon. They usually start out in their 20s because the internship and residency are brutal. Well, Emperor, well, I probably not because you're very busy now. I don't know. I never even thought about being a doctor. But honestly, I'm okay with where I went in medical field. I don't think I got it in me to go any higher. I'm a little CMA, nothing major. Mmm. Don't some of the doctors be like sleeping in the hospital, or is that only on TV? Mmm. That's a good point. Mmm. Ember said he loves being an architect. He saves my lives that way. Yeah, I'm trying to save lives. I don't want people to be around me dropping down like flies. Like I could never go into like oncology or anything to do with cancer like that. To me, just feels like a losing battle. And then Empress said they got on-call rooms for them to sleep in. Yeah, I would have to go like yeah, I could not do a field like that. You have to kind of like turn your heart off. And Empress said I did a few interns and residents back in the day gets down in the on-call rooms. Just like on Grey's Anatomy. So that's true. They really be back there messing around. What? So Grey's Anatomy is not lying. But it's like we're humans, right? It's kind of in our nature to link up and mate, I guess as you would say it. That's kind of in our nature, and then it's like, you gotta think if you're working around somebody all day long and you see them all the time, you talking to them all the time, eventually you're gonna start to like them. Oh yeah, it's tons of S in the hospitals. I dated a surgical resident once. That OR table, that is nasty. That is nasty. Now I'm not gonna think the place where I had brain surgery, somebody was down here getting down. That is disgusting. Mm-mm-mm. But also, most of the doctors and stuff be kind of married. I wouldn't say so much the nurses or the people that are like just getting into medical field, but all of them be married and we're, hey, Drip, what's going on, Drip? We made some French toast, banana, sausage. We just sit up here chilling. Oh, but you know what? I heard the mortician gets paid. And that's why everybody wants to open up a morgue, which is very sad because even though you're going to get paid, to me, too many spirits. Too many spirits, but at the same time, we do need people to do those jobs so that when we do lose a loved one, you know what I'm saying? Like, they're there to help. But look, nope. I'm with Ember. Y'all can keep it. I don't care. Too much. Drip said I posted my shorts today. Drip on it. The engagement, appearing on other people's show, being in the chat. Yesterday I didn't go live, but I did try to support yesterday. But I'm gonna be honest with y'all. On days where I go live and I be like cooking, I be having to clean up. So normally when I'm at home I have like a little tablet stand and I can like put my phone or my tablet on there and I could watch. But yeah, days when I'd be doing content myself, it's hard for me to engage and support the way I want to on YouTube. Man, before you know it, you be on YouTube all damn day. And Jerk said that ain't the job for me either. Yeah, nope. Too many spirits for me. And you don't know who you're like, who is in there. You don't know what they did before they got there. You know what I'm saying? It could have shot some people or just nope, too many spirits. Like, this was a recent story, but you remember the shooter in Minneapolis who shot all them people, or shot all them people, and then unalived himself? Can you imagine being a mortician and having to like, what do they call it, embalm or inflame his body and all that? No, nope. I don't even want to do it. I quit. Don't bring him over here. Or her, they, them, wherever they want to go by. Nope. People like that, in my opinion, they just need to burn your whole body up. Nope, you're too evil. Too evil. They just need to throw you in the pit. Let them burn. Sorry, family. You don't even deserve a proper burial, in my opinion. Because what you did here was very evil. I wouldn't even want that body nowhere near me. I don't want you around me. Yeah, I need to throw a person in the pit. The pit of hell. There's been a lot of controversy over that too, as far as our person being trans. There's been a lot of, is this the right way? I don't know, but I don't want that person nowhere near me. Okay, so y'all know how I'm in Atlanta right now. Uh, One of the top stories that's going on as far as like the hip hop and stuff. I know y'all heard about Young Thug, Little Woody, and Rat Lana is what they call me now. Everybody's like going back and forth, telling on each other. Thank you, Emperor. Oh yeah, they got the whole thing going on with right now with Atlanta talking about. Oh, first of all, talking some Atlanta's dead or something like that. First of all, these rappers, I don't think I ever really believed them. Like, there's no way you're doing all this crime, telling us about it, and you're also on the road and on tour. Like, you gotta pick a life. Do you want to be somebody? Do you want to be a law-abiding citizen that pays taxes, or do you want to be in the streets? I always thought it was all fake. I never believed it. I always knew it was all cap. But I still listen to the music. Amber said these rappers are fake gangsters. And why don't they just say, hey, my name is Young Thug and I'm a fake gangster? Or my name is Lil Woody, however you say it, I'm a fake. But they lie so much. And it's okay to not be from. Why do people want to be from the streets? I don't even get that part. Like, I wish I had two parents. I wish I grew up in a big house and was a millionaire right now. You think I was gonna be playing like I'm a gangster? No, I'm like, I don't know. The mindset is weird. And they said back in the day, some of there were bangers and dealers like 50 Cent and Jay Z. Yeah, but I feel like once you get on and you start making money and you are leaving that life behind, why is that part never talked about? How people need to change their ways. But you have people out here thinking that they still need to be in the streets when you know good and goddamn well you're not in the streets. And you're somewhere in the house put up with security. Why? I don't get. It's like they could use their platforms for good, but they use it for evil, and then they wonder why when it all ends, they don't got nothing. And did y'all hear about Lil Bodie? Look at Michael Irvin's son. He's a rapper talking about he struggled growing up. That's cap. And yes, y'all remember T.I.'s son? Was like, bro, we know you had a privileged life. And we're actually all jealous of that life. But for some reason, you want to act like you really grew up in the hood and all this. Why does everybody want to be from the hood? Why, like, nobody wants to be rich and privileged and living a good life? It's crazy to me. Irvin's son was literally born with a silver spoon corked up his arse. There is nothing wrong with not struggling. I don't know why people think because they've struggled, they get cool points. We should be teaching our children and our youth, hey, this struggling that we got going on here ain't fucking it. It's not it. Instead of y'all doing that, why don't y'all use y'all platforms to make some kids' YouTube channels and make some millions and teach these kids how to live a civilized life? Instead of toting guns and drugs, just foolishness. Make me so it's just so backwards. And per se, yes, T.I.'s son is also a joke. He had a cushy upbringing in Bankhead. And I always heard about Bankhead, but apparently Bankhead is where the rich folks live. What is wrong with being a privileged person? Why does everybody want to struggle while they're not struggling? It's just like, why you can't just act rich? Why you can't just be privileged? Go ahead and start your YouTube channel, play with slime, and be a kid. Why do you have to try to be out here selling drugs and doing all this crime, robbing people when you know you don't have to? And that life does not lead you anywhere besides death and jail.
I'm gonna take the computer.
Yeah,
I put the charger on here, so then
it's crazy that I can percent right. The struggle shouldn't be glamorized. I struggled growing up, it wasn't pretty. And all these rappers from Atlanta, Young Thug and all them, they could have been doing so much with their platforms, so much good. Instead, they did some bullshit. They telling people to sell drugs, acting like fake gangsters, talking about toting guns and sticks. Look how they have led people astray. While they sit in their big houses, help ruin the world, and push false narratives and try so hard to live a lie instead of living the truth. Why you just can't be rich? I don't get it. And the struggle is traumatizing. The struggle is hard to get up out of. It's hard. It was hard growing up with no money. But like, do you think like I'm gonna have Ava living that same lifestyle? No, I'm not. I'm trying to change that for her. But why sit here, glamorize this lifestyle that you don't even live? We know you don't live it. How is this helping people? You know, it's just so stupid. It's so stupid. And then Lil Wody, uh, he's a YouTuber now, right? Which in my mind is kind of questionable because if he wouldn't have did all that snitching on the stand and become a famous star, he wouldn't even be on YouTube. But anyway, get it how you live. I'm glad he's trying to turn his life around. But there's more work that needs to be done. Charleston White is on them because they talked about Charleston White being a snitch. Talked about that man up and down, so now he is living his best life. But Charleston White was like, he was like, Woody is changed, but he's still having kids out of wedlock, still acting reckless, still talking about people. So, y'all know Young Thug was talking about Gunna being a snitch and craziness. Lil Woody came out and said he been knew Young Thug was a snitch, but he still got love for him. He did a live stream on his channel, and I tuned in for a second. I couldn't take it no more. Pretty much when he was just like telling his side of the story about how he knows he's a snitch, and he knows that they're snitches, but he's mad at them, I think, because they wasn't honest about it. It's a mess. But he apparently he rides like these ATVs, motorcycles, and he went out and had a really bad wreck, right? And they took a video of when he was laying on the ground. That's why some people were saying that he passed away. He's alive. But I went off YouTube and watched the video because you know how YouTube doesn't do gory stuff like that. Apparently he wasn't riding he wasn't wearing a helmet when he was riding the ATV, so he had a bad accident, bleeding from the head. He's okay, but he might have some brain injuries. And earlier that day or the day before, he did that live stream talking about Young Thug. So a lot of people are saying that it's karma. Bro, the comments is so funny. Somebody said in the comment section he fell over a rat trap. Some people are saying it's karma for talking about people, for all the stuff that he's done in his life before. I don't know, but he's still here. But that all that's going on in Atlanta, I'm like, see, that's why I stay up in the house. Too much going on. Still got some. It's hot. I might ice my coffee today. It's kind of hot in here today. So yeah, that's what's going on with Atlanta. Everybody in my mind, it seemed like this. Everybody was playing a facade, was playing games, and was really lying about who they were. So then when the police came a knocking, they got her lying, and they got to telling on each other. I don't know why they just couldn't be law-abiding citizens and leave all that street life behind. At some point in life, you gotta elevate. You gotta change. You gotta do something different. Like, where you grew up doesn't have to be where you're going in life. And I think that that's the problem with a lot of people. They're like, oh, I grew up like this. I grew up like this. Okay, we get that. That doesn't mean that that's where you need to end at, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, I grew up poor. Does that mean I need to live my life poor and never try to get no money or never try to turn things around? No, that you're supposed to change in life. You're supposed to elevate. Ava, can you put this in the kitchen for me?
Can you help me with it?
Yeah. Let's switch. Okay, Ava's gonna do her. Oh, okay. The problem is that it has my login. So if you're trying to log in, let me show you. Come here, Ava.
I pushed.
No, I'm gonna show you. Okay, so it says student login, right? And it has my email, so that's the wrong one. So when you click this, that's the one that you want. And then it'll automatically change everything. And then hit login as a student.
That's why I wasn't working.
Yeah, because it had the wrong information on there. Here. Ava's gonna do some schoolwork.
It was in the student login, but what happened was it had your information.
And the same thing happens if I go to the parent login. It could have yours. But you gotta click it and select the right one.
I did not know that.
Oh, okay, so I got this video that came out today. Let me go to it because I forgot what it was called. Oh, okay, so I gave early access to the members. Shout out to the members. Thank y'all for being part of this channel. The video came out today. It's going to be on the video tab on my page. And what happened in the video? it was going down at Sam's Club. Something, I don't know what the girl said to the worker, but she started throwing food at them, at the customers. And the worker was just, she was throwing food so fast at the customers. And I could not find the backstory on what was going on, but y'all go check the video out. And then I put a couple of other stories in there from Sam's Club as well. So y'all go check it out. And then I'm gonna work on that part 2 of that pizza delivery driver. I know I've been talking about that for days. Yeah, I've been talking about that for days. But I'm gonna work on that. Um, and then, like I said, on Friday, we're gonna be in a new kitchen, so we're gonna see what it look like. Hey, Bridget, girl, you don't miss everything. You done miss everything. We had I actually cooked today too. I made some French toast, some sausage, and then with my leftover egg batter, I scrambled that up. I got some coffee over there that I've been talking about for a minute that I need to go make. How you doing, Bridget? What's going on, Bridget? Bridget, we was just talking about court a little bit. We was talking about you know, the young thug, the whole court situation, and all of them with the Rico, the Woody. We was talking about that a little bit. You probably see a lot of snitching up in court. But honestly, you guys, I kind of feel like when somebody's on the line and they gotta tell on you so that they can get off the hook, it's unfortunate, but I feel like a lot of people are gonna tell. Like, just straight up. Especially when they be like, I'm gonna lock you away for 10, 20, 30 years. Bro, who ain't telling? Everybody's telling. The hood been snitching. Okay? I don't think you should expect honesty from people that sell drugs, scam, do crime. That is not who you need to be looking to be honest for you, or honest at all. But Bridget, what you eat today? The only thing about these curls, when I be doing this, I be wanting them to look like perfect, and it's like they're not gonna be perfect because it's like they're curls. You know what I'm saying? Bridget said they definitely have informants in the hood. Yeah, bro. We're talking like when people make it out the hood, get out the hood. Leave that lifestyle behind. It's not worth it. Ooh, Bridget said ribs and pork and beans. Bridget, what time is it where you at? You eating dinner for breakfast. Oh, she said lunchtime. Y'all, you know what? I don't want to struggle in life. And I think that ooh girl, I love me some leftovers. What? I got some leftover spaghetti. My cousin made some spaghetti yesterday. It was so freaking good. I'm gonna miss the home cooked meals, but y'all know I be cooking myself. So, but it's nice having somebody else cook for you that knows how to cook. You know, my sisters will cook, but they always eat so freaking late. They be making dinner at like 9 p.m. But it's nice having somebody cook for you. Anybody that has a spouse or a husband that cooks for them, you are definitely blessed. Because, thank you, Bridget. I always feel like this. If somebody cooks for you, that's how you know they really love you or they really care about you. Because it's like they try to make sure that your belly is good. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like if somebody cooks for you, you really care for that person, and that's exactly why I'm gonna stop cooking for people. Because look, I'm trying to feed y'all, but you coming up in here with this chaos, cop calling, causing stress in my life. I'm gonna stop cooking for people that do not deserve it. And when I cook at home, I'm gonna make a little bitty meal. And I'm gonna be like, ain't no more left. You can't come get none. Look, that's exactly why I'm gonna stop cooking for people. Cause I don't mind cooking for you, but if you don't appreciate it and you wanna leave my house and run your mouth about me, baby, all you had to say was no thank you. Because I don't have to do this. I'll cook for myself and my subscribers, and I'll give them the recipe, and we will cut you out of the equation. And you know when it's good, I know you love me. Yes. When you put your foot up in it. But see, you gotta be careful because when you cook good food and when you're very nice to people, you start attracting people that are no good. People that do not want to do well or do not want to do right by you. They want to cause havoc. They want you to fail and all that. But you know, at the end of the day, it's all coming down to God. God got the final say. God gonna tell you whether you gonna make it or not. Okay? Yes, the best seasoning is love. And that's why I'm doing everything but getting that coffee. But see, Bridget, I was gonna get up off of here, but now that you're here, we're gonna talk. That's why I don't mind giving people my recipes. Because even if I give you my recipe, does not mean that it's gonna taste the same as when I make it. Cause you don't got these. You don't got these. So I can give you the recipe, you can make it and I can make it, and it could taste totally two different ways. It could taste two different ways because the love I put in the food is the missing ingredient that everybody don't have. I found people be like, I don't give people the recipe. I'm like, bro, give them the damn recipe. I'm gonna give y'all the recipe, and I'm not saying it's gonna taste exactly the same, but if you follow this recipe, it should be good. Now, if you make it nasty, that's on you. But I give people my recipes because when I die, I don't want all this to be in here and be with me in the ground. I want to have cookbooks. I want to have a YouTube channel with recipes because when I die, I can't take this with me. I can't take it with me. And Bridget said, not for free, laugh a lot, not the cookbook. Now, the YouTube channel, that's a different story. You know, I work for YouTube. And now, when the cookbook comes out, it's going to be a compilation of all the recipes. Whereas the videos, you got to go to each video and pick out a recipe. The cookbook is going to be all the recipes. So, when the cookbook come out, because we got the YouTube channel, it's going to be easier to sell the cookbooks because y'all have seen the proof. I don't got to convince nobody else. So one day I'm going to have a cookbook. It's been my dream for a long, long time. I am going to make it happen. I'm going to speak it into existence and I'm going to pray about it. But this, I want to be paid for my recipes. We got to think though, uh, in a way, I kind of am. In a way, I am. So, but like I said, the recipes that I give you guys in the videos, great. They're great. But when the cookbook comes out, it'll be all the recipes together. So if you're literally at home and you're like, oh, I want to fry some fish tonight, you could go and get Big Bang Cooking, flip to the page after you look at the table of contents, and then go to a specific recipe. Whereas if you wanted a fish fry, you would have to go to the fish fry video. That makes sense. And but you know what? Everybody is different. I have heard a lot of people. I've seen all type of cooks. I've seen cooks that don't give the recipe out, don't want you in the kitchen. They're dying with their recipes. They're dying with their secrets, and that's it. Me, on the opposite hand, I want y'all to know my secrets as far as the kitchen goes. Y'all nosy. But I want y'all, like my seasoning blends, how I cook and I want y'all to know. You know, this is, it's not a secret. I'll give you tips, tell you what to do. Like, I'm not stingy like that. My dad, though, bro, he did not. Like, you couldn't even really be in the kitchen when he was in the kitchen. And if you were, he would cuss you out so bad. You're like, you know what? F this. I don't even want to be in here. And I don't want to help you no more. But it makes me kind of sad because all that cooking that he did do and all the good recipes that he made, we don't have any way to make those recipes because he was so secretive about it. And, you know, I want to leave behind a cooking footprint. You know, even when I'm long gone, old and dusty, I want y'all to be able to flip to the cookbook I made in my 40s, 30s, and do my recipe. I can't take all this with me when I'm gone. You know, so but everybody feels differently about it. And one thing I will say is they will let you know. Some people be like, it's a secret. Me, I try to. I don't have to measure stuff out. I know how to cook, so I don't have to. But I measure stuff out when I'm at home so that I can tell you guys recipes. If you ask me how to make something, I'll tell you, but my recipe is sacred to me and I don't know why. Bridget was just like my dad. And there's nothing wrong with that. You know, there's nothing wrong with that. If people don't want to tell, look. I can tell you the secret, and you're not Big Bang, so it's not gonna taste how I taste when I cook it. It's gonna be good though, but it's not gonna be my cooking. And there's nothing wrong with that. But there's some people, that's a good word, sacred. My dad's recipes were sacred to him, and that was it. But I like sharing my recipes with people, and I want to teach people how to cook, specifically kids. Um, I feel like kids like just don't get that many opportunities. You know, people don't trust them in the kitchen. People don't got time. They just want to make their food, be done with it. And but kids are very smart, and kids are great people to work with. They will have you laughing. They will have you laughing. I watched this one YouTuber. His name is excuse me, Street Media TV. I believe his channel is called. But he has this urban nerds where after school he takes out a group of like young boys. I think he's in Philly. Yeah, he takes them out and he takes them on walks. He does like different stuff with them. He's he'll have them draw and like just do cool things around the city that kids don't normally get to do. And and he like live streaming. And I was like, this is what I want to do. This is what I pretty much what I want to do is like have something or some type of program where I'm working with kids one on one. It was so tight. And Bridget said, I want to start a cooking channel, but I'm so hesitant. And Bridget, you were the one that was talking about doing a faceless channel, correct? You know what? I say this. Start recording yourself and you can keep the recordings to yourself. You don't have to like immediately share them or you don't have to go live the way I do. I've done some pre-recorded cooking as well. The problem is the editing. When I get better software, I'll do more like cooking tutorials. And I'm gonna be honest with you guys, my pre-recorded videos don't do anywhere near as good as my live cooking shows. But you don't have to go live. You could just do your pre-recorded, which is actually what I started with. I wasn't going live and cooking like that in the beginning. I was doing like pre-recorded videos, a lot of shorts, but just start recording yourself and keep them. Keep them to yourself, and then you can kind of watch yourself, and you can like critique, like, okay, I'll do that better next time. Do that. So, he was talking about fuck. What y'all talking about? Is my man still here? Girl, I don't know. Ask him. But yeah, Bridget, just start recording yourself. Start taking videos. Also, I think the videos are good so that you can document your cooking and the stuff that you create. Because I don't know about y'all, when I cook, I always make something different. And so I'm glad I be taking videos and pictures of it because I'll forget about it. But, yes. LT, well, I agree with you. She said my pre-records are terrible in numbers. Yeah. I be seeing some people, they be having like 30K, 40K, a million. I'm like, bro. My pre-records, I think one of them is at like 33 views. I be like, damn. But when I go live, it's like, it does way better. But some people are the opposite, where their pre-recorded content does better than their lives. But I don't know. My pre-recorded content, it don't do too hot. I did do a video. Ava, I need some lotion. I did do a video on the black woman and the pizza driver, delivery driver. That video did well. Did like 400. I was like, okay, finally. But yeah, my pre-records do really bad, and it's a lot of editing. But even with that being said, I've been doing pre-recorded videos because the video tab on my page doesn't have that many videos. And it's like, God, you know what I'm saying? When we go to the shorts or live category, it's pages and pages. But the pre-recorded, I don't got that many. So I've been doing more videos. And I'm trying to figure out the formula for the pre-recorded videos to go viral or to do well. I'm not even asking for going viral because we're far away from that on the pre-recorded. I just want them to do well. So I'm like, okay, let me keep trying. You know, I'm not one to give up. I'm going to keep trying. I'll be like, man, I'm going to figure out a way. Ava, bring me that lotion in my pink bag. But I'll be like, man, I'm going to figure out me a way. I'm going to figure out how to make these go viral or just do well. And so I've been working on my titles and my thumbnails. But yeah, some people have some great pre-recorded videos. I'm like, God damn. And it's like, I guess y'all want me to sit up here and talk to y'all. And the pre-recordeds are so weird because like you're talking to yourself. And so you have to like, you really gotta like get used to the camera when you do the pre-recorded. Cause you don't got nobody to talk to. You're talking to yourself. And then I'll be doing them. I'll be doing like the voiceovers. And people be looking at me like, what the hell is she doing? Because you were talking to yourself. But I'll be happy if I ever get a pre-recorded video that does over 1,000 views. That would be a big milestone for me. But yeah, my live, you're doing pretty good. I guess y'all want me to sit here and talk to y'all. But the good thing about the pre-recorded videos is like, it is more editing, but you don't have to be on camera for as long. And when you go live, whatever happens, happens. Like if your kid acting up, which is what's going on right now. Ava! I know you hear me talking to you. See, when your kid act up and you're on live, there's nothing you can do about it. You just gotta roll with it. But let me grab some coffee. It's our members only live stream. I know it's Tuesday. We normally do this on Saturday. Oh, people, her daughter acting up. But see, when you're on live, they acting up. You gotta roll with it. There's nothing you can do. I'm calling Ava, she's not even coming. I'm not making you no more cookies. And then Elsie would say, LMAO, it's not worse than mine. Just say, girl. These kids. Girl, I hit Ava with that look, or I'll go lock her to the corner. I'm like, hey. But I did one live stream. I think I was making cookies with her back in Alaska, and she was acting so fucking bad. And NF was in the chat, and she was like, girl, you are so patient. Bro, I wanted... And you don't want to, like, you know how you be with your kids and nobody's looking? You don't want to do that on live, because isn't that going to be looking at you like a mean person? But she was acting so bad. She just wasn't listening, and we were making chocolate chip cookies from scratch. After that live stream, I said, Ava, you don't gotta film no more. Don't even worry about it, baby. Go sit your behind down. Oh, now that I mentioned cookies, Ava's coming. Hand me the lotion on my pink bag. Ain't that a shame? You gotta bribe them. Pick it up, hand to me. She gonna throw it on the table. Put your hand right here so they can see it.
Here you go.
I'm gonna do that when you ask for something. And I want you to change that shirt. You're down to one cookie. You ain't getting no pretzel. I got my lotion.
Do you want cookie?
Go change your shirt. Go get dressed for the day. Are you still working on schoolwork?
Yeah. I just started.
And I'm finna check those reports too. Okay, so Ava's started this homeschool program, and like they have it where you can check the reports so you can see what the kids working on. But see, not all kids are good for homeschool because some kids don't like doing schoolwork. Ava likes doing schoolwork. Ava will listen. I know she didn't come with my lotion when I called her, but she's not like one of them bad kids. She will do some schoolwork, you know what I'm saying? But those kids that are hella bad and don't listen and are not disciplined, it's not gonna be easy trying to homeschool them. Ava, hand me the lip chat too. Oh, okay. What I was gonna tell you guys, I don't know if Angela's still here, but I got Ava a swimsuit for Vegas, and she's excited about that. And we're gonna go out to the pool a lot because there's a pool in our hotel. Vegas, you know, Vegas is expensive, so we're gonna spend a lot of time at the pool for Ava. But you know what makes me so mad? Now that I got this owie on my knee, I wasn't planning on swimming, but I was gonna give me a swimsuit, look like I was in. I know I had to be in character, and then I was gonna sit on the chair. But now my knee's messed up, so I don't know what I'm gonna do. But yeah, we got Ava a swimsuit. The last time we were in Vegas, we didn't even make it to the pool. And Ava was kind of sad about that. But I think that she had ended up getting kind of sick. This time, we're freaking going to that freaking pool, right, Ava? She's doing her fake mad faces. But Ava's so pretty. Even when she's mad, she's cute. Are you done, Ava?
Oh my gosh, your camera's shaking.
Ava, go get dressed. And leave that shirt out. I think we are going to hand wash it. But yeah, I got her a swimsuit for Vegas. And she has... we have everything we need. I'll probably get her some new socks. You know, the only thing about wearing white socks is that they get dirty so fast. But she has everything that she needs. We have everything that we need. God is good. Very, very thankful. Yeah. We're still here too. Thankful about that. Let me go get this coffee I've been talking about for a while. Hit the like button, double tap the screen. Okay. Ooh. You okay, Ava?
No.
Yeah, you are. If you is able to say all that. I have folders, however you say it, with some hazelnut creamer here, and we are just chilling. We had French toast and sausage earlier. Pretty soon I'm gonna clean up the kitchen here. Ooh. Let's see. Oh, Fear No Mortals did a really great live stream yesterday with No Cap TV with Freezy. They did a really good live stream. Uh, More so on like God based content, so can't be evil if you go over there. But you did a great live stream yesterday. But yeah, y'all, I'm gonna sit here. Ava, what's going on?
I'm taking my clothes.
Oh, okay. You need to pause the TV then. El Chivo, what do you think about eating for lunch? What do you think about eating for lunch? I was kind of just thinking about that too. Like, uh, yo, I'll be eating so slow once I sit here and do all this talking, this eating, and I clean up. I'm like, damn, it's about time for the next meal. Ooh, I haven't tried the Popeyes from KFC. Are they good?
Now watch me change. I'll go in this door, close the door, and I will be out and change and brush my teeth in a second. And then
Ava has the slowest wake up in the world. She will say, I just woke up. It'd be a whole hour later. Sorry. And then we were talking. Ava be acting so tired. And it's like, well, what are you tired from? Because you don't do nothing. Especially while we be on vacation. Okay, so as Chupa says, the Popeye is fire from KFC. You know what? I don't really go, or not Popeyes. She said the Popeye. I said it too fast. From KFC was good. I don't really go to KFC too much. When we were younger, my mom liked KFC more than she liked Pop. We never went to Popeyes when I was growing up. She always liked KFC. I think she was saying like, I don't know. We just never went to Popeyes. We always went to KFC. So now I never go to KFC and I always go to Popeyes. When I do get chicken, but I have to try that Popeye. You know when you're craving something very, very specific, if it almost feels like until you get that item, nothing else is gonna work. When you're craving something very, very specific. Like today, I was like, oh, I should make French toast because I know Ava's gonna like it. We have a lot of bread that I want to use up. And I don't really have a craving. Well, let me rephrase that. I really want Chick-fil-A. Not because I'm craving it, but because I know that when I leave here and go back to Alaska, I'm not going to have Chick-fil-A. So for that reason, I want it. But I'm not really craving anything today. Like, I ate some really good spaghetti yesterday that I'll be cool with eating again for leftovers. But that's the only reason I'm craving Chick-fil-A is because it's time sensitive. And I think I'm gonna, yeah, sometimes the hairs don't curl all the way and you gotta redo a Bantu knot. And that's what I think I'm gonna do with this one. Why won't I get what? The Chick-fil-A? You know what makes me mad as hell? Every time I'm in the car and I want Chick-fil-A, it happens to be a Sunday. And you know how Chick-fil-A don't open on Sundays? So that's the problem that I've had with Chick-fil-A. Is I don't always wanting it on a Sunday. But Chick-fil-A, they don't have one in Alaska. So I need to make sure that I eat Chick-fil-A before I leave. I don't know if Vegas has Chick-fil-A. I don't know. I don't know what Vegas got, but I know one thing. The a bottle of water in Vegas, $20. So, and then another thing is like, they have so many food places to eat from out here. But yeah, I need to get Chick-fil-A. So I just did you guys can't really see it, but I just did like a little Bantu knot really quick. And we're just gonna cover that one up. Cause like when they don't curl right, or they curl in a weird position, you just do another Bantu knot and then you just take it out in a little bit. So you could like theoretically leave it like this and it'll still be curly for the next day. But what I like to do is I would use the Bantu knots every night. So after the next day, my hair looks super, super curly. And when I'm at home, I normally put like oil on my scalp and then I'll put like a bandana or like I'll tie my hair down when I'm sleeping. But I don't have anything to tie my hair down with. Girl, come without these dreads? I wouldn't do that. That's gonna fucking hurt. But I have heard of people combing their dreads out. I don't recommend it. I feel like after you comb your dreads out, your hair is gonna be broken. It's not gonna be the same. But I would not comb these out. It sounds very painful to me. Mine are pretty locked up. But you could do Bantu knots even if you don't have dreads. Like what I used to do Bantu knots when my hair was out. And then Bridget said I love the spicy chicken sandwich and the salad from Chick-fil-A. You know what? I ain't gonna miss the food. I ain't really gonna miss the food here. Everything has been really good. Like, I don't think I've had, like, a nasty meal, you know? But people be like, did you do anything? In my mind, when I go to a new restaurant, I be happy. Or when I go eat, like when I went to Gutbusters, to me, that is doing something. But people be, like, talking about, like, festivals and parks and stuff like that. First of all, Big Mac is very hot out here, okay? Big Mac needs to be with the AC. I need to be with the AC and I need to be inside somewhere away from all these damn bugs. So, the park situation, I don't know about that, bro. I saw these bugs out here is big as hell. LG was like, man, go outside. You know what? I was gonna take y'all around the neighborhood because I have been walking around the neighborhood a lot because we have the dog, or we were dog sitting, right? And I was gonna take you guys outside in the beginning, but somebody in the chat kind of scared me. Somebody smoke alarm going off. They was like, oh no, I hope you don't go outside so people know where you live. I'm like, damn, that's a good point. I don't want y'all to see the neighborhood, and you know, people is crazy out here. People is crazy out here. But yeah, I'm gonna try to, when I get to the new spot, try to take y'all on a little walk, or I be going outside. I just don't be taking y'all with me. And then okay, y'all know how I eat hella slow, how I'll be sitting up here talking and all that. My family, they be moving fast, in my opinion. They will eat their food and then go sit down on the couch, and you know what I'm saying. So like they be moving fast. Even when we go out, they be moving fast, in my opinion. And then be having the kids, it's too much for me to try to video camera or try to get the camera up. And y'all gotta keep in mind, like, I am post surgery, so I'm still kind of recovering. Your girl can't even walk, walk like that. Uh, so when I go outside with the camera, we gonna have to figure something out. That's another reason why. Look, I took one step out the door and fell. Whole knee messed up. So when I go out, I have like, I call it my content creator backpack. I got like a backpack, but y'all, I'm so wobbly. Ava's asking to go to her other cousin's house to play with her cousins. Y'all, their house is so freaking big, and they have a big house with a ton of stuff for kids. She's asked for is to go to her cousin's house. Ava is a homebody, okay? Ava is a homebody. She does want to go to the trampoline park. I don't know if we're gonna make that happen while we're out here. I don't know, but she's excited about Vegas. All she want to do is go to her cousin's house and play with them. They have everything over there. They even have a what do you call that thing? A play set, like a little, yeah, like a play set outside, like a little slide. They got bubbles over there. They got their dog. They got Netflix. They got slime over there. She can paint her nails. That's all she want to do is go to her cousin's house. And I said, hey, you want to go to the park? She was like, no, it's hot outside. My baby be thinking what I'm thinking. It's hot. And even though she need to be somewhere inside with the AC, she know what it is. She don't want to go nowhere. But all she wants to do is go to her cousin's house, and she was like, "Mommy, can you buy me Roblox?" It would just be chilling. And she wants to do the trampoline park. I looked it up when we were in Alabama. I don't know about here, but the place we're going to is near the airport, and I did want to go to the zoo. But see, everything I wanted to do involves walking, which is not bad. Walking is good. I probably need to walk more, and I wouldn't be so wobbly on my feet. But now my knee is jacked up and it really hurts. So we'll see. We'll see. But all Ava wants to do is go to her cousin's house and go hang out with other kids and chill with them. But Ava tells me all the time, she was like, Mommy, thank you so much for bringing me out here. And she can't wait to get back to doing gymnastics. We're going to go back to Alaska October 1st. I think October 2nd, she'll be able to do gymnastics. I gotta look at the calendar. Let me look at the calendar. Because we're going to go back. Yeah, October 2nd. That'll be her first practice back. And I need to email them. They know that we're coming back, but I'm just going to email them some more details. Y'all, the gymnastics is expensive. They got a fee for everything. Well, okay, gymnastics is expensive, but I think what costs more is cheer. I've heard a lot of things about cheerleading and how that's really expensive. And I really don't like the cheer uniforms. Even though the gymnasts have to wear leotards, these cheer uniforms are too, in my mind, too hoochie. You got my kid in a two-piece, little bra-like contraption with a little skirt on. Nope. I would rather her wear a leotard where all of this is covered. Her whole stomach is covered. I don't want, don't be putting on some holes and splits. No. And then, yeah, I don't like it. Um, but for the gymnastics, they do the leotard. They have the same leotard for 3 years. So this is going to be Ava's last year in that specific leotard. And then she's going to get another one. But they got a fee for everything. But her homeschool will help out a little bit with gymnastics. So that's good. So that's different. We're not going to travel this year because Ava has missed 2 months of gymnastics. The competition season starts in November. So when we do travel, we want her to 100% feel comfortable. So next year, we're going to try to travel. I wanted to travel this year, but it's just not going to happen. I want to make sure my baby is ready to go. And she's even said, Mommy, I don't want to travel this year. And I'm like, okay. We didn't know that we were going to do like this 2 month pop-up vacation. It's, you know what I'm saying? So next year we're going to travel. That's our next season. That's our plan. For right now, we're just going to do the in-town competitions. And what I'm going to do for Ava is I'm going to try to get her some private lessons with the coaches so she can work on some of the skills that she's missing. And what you got to say?
Already dressed. I brushed my teeth.
But yeah, Ava, you want to tell them how excited you are for Vegas? Yeah, Bridget said that's what's up. Yeah. So the plan is to get her back into gymnastics. We're going to get back to our lives, which is what we were doing before. Minding our business, cooking our food, Bridget. But Bridget, what you can do when you make your cooking videos, like your practice ones, send them to me on Instagram so I could see them too. But you don't have to post them like everywhere yet. And what you should start doing is shorts. Those are like the little cooking segments. Or what you could do after you cook your food, take a video of the food. But you gotta start somewhere, and especially if I want to see what you're cooking. Cause you be telling me you be cooking all the time, but I want to see. But girl, send me the video. Everybody else don't gotta see it, but start taking videos of your food, and then kind of work your confidence up because it takes a while. My first live stream was 17 minutes, y'all. I will be up here for 2 hours, sometimes 3, talking to the camera. And people be looking at me like I'm crazy, but I'm really talking to the foodie gang. So, it takes a while to work up your confidence. And my pre-recorded videos, girl, I was so nervous. There was one where it was, Shaq makes a brand of burgers. So I did the Shaq burger special. And that was a pre-recorded video. And even in there, you can just tell the difference, like, from now to then. So it takes a long time to get confident. Start with shorts. Start with taking videos of your food. And honestly, when you start your YouTube channel, you can start it now. You can go make your profile. Or I don't know what name you're going to go under. But you know what, Bridget? You always on here. You can tell people to subscribe to your channel. Say something like Bridget Nelson Cooks or shoot. I mean, I see you in the chat a lot, girl. You better start building up your subscribers. And then just put shorts of your food on there. And then when you want to start cooking and showing your face, or if you never want to show it, that's fine too. But shoot, girl, you know, you always in the chat. Tell people to subscribe to your channel. Go ahead, put your food up there. People, look, people nowadays is hungry and they cannot cook. So when you come through with some food, people gonna be like, oh yeah, we like this. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody can't cook, which is crazy. Or some people don't like to cook. Especially if you're a woman that cooks, people love that. And then because you support so many channels, people are gonna support you. They are. And I think when you start seeing people support you, it encourages you to keep going. Because I know every content creator goes through these times where they want to give up. They feel burnt out, or maybe you have a bad week of views, nobody supporting your channel at that time. It makes you want to give up. You know, like, or well, I'm gonna rephrase that. Nobody supporting means like, you know, you're not seeing what you want to see. But then when you stop for a while and people were like, hey, are you okay? Where you at? Where you at? It really does make you want to keep going. And so, and I will say this, I used to cook and keep all my food to myself, like with the pictures, the video. I didn't used to do all this. I used to just cook and eat. Sometimes I would take a picture. All the pictures kind of was recent. Like, I used to take pictures back when I was in culinary school, but there was a big gap in there where I wasn't taking pictures and I was just cooking. But it's fun because when you start sharing your food with others, you learn so much about food. You learn so much about people. And it's nice to be able to share and talk about what you love to do. You know, a lot of people don't have that opportunity or don't have that type of platform or, you know, or don't have time for it. But when you make time for it, it's nice. It's really, really nice. Like, I love what I do here on YouTube. I cook my food. I make my content. I also have Ava's Playtime. And I got this new channel that I'm working on, y'all. It's going. When I get better technology, I think it'll be easier to do what I want. And then it's like, with that channel, it's going to require me to kind of be on camera, which is not bad. But, you know, right now I'm kind of healing up. So, you know, uh, but I love hot topics. I love news. I love current events, so I want to do more of that. Y'all know I'm always talking about the news, what's going on for the day. So that is time for Ti 907 Good Eats. And one day we're gonna get there where we're making a lot of content for that channel. Ava's Playtime is near and dear to my heart. It is my first YouTube channel. Um, it's my daughter's channel. She wanted to be a YouTuber first. I actually started with that channel, and that channel will always be my first love. Like, it's how I got here, you know? I'll never forget that channel. And one day, my baby is going to be a famous YouTuber because that's what she wants to do. And I believe in her. I believe in her, and I also believe that she is just a child, so she should have a childhood. And I don't like to force her to make content. I'm never like, you have to do this right now. It's a fun channel. When she feels like making content, we'll make content. If she don't feel like making content, that's all right. I'll come over here at 907 Goodies and talk out ear off. So there is, and she's only 8 years old. She has her whole life to be a YouTuber, but that was always her dream. That's how we started. And I feel like when Ava's around other kids who like to make videos, she likes to make videos. But her cousins that are here in Atlanta, they don't really watch YouTube that much. They watch a lot of like Netflix, and so they're not into the whole YouTube thing. But when we were in Alaska, her friends want to be content creators. They was pumping out 10 videos a day, okay? So Ava has to be around other kids that want to make videos for her to want to do it. But, you know, she is a kid. And I want her to have a good life. I don't want her to feel like a job. You know, like it was never created for that. But that is why I made 907 goodies so that I could cook my food. And I know that Ava don't like filming sometimes. She wants to do her own thing. And I don't even care no more because I got y'all. You know, and I'll always say, I always thought this. I was like, 907 goodies will feed us. It's how we're going to eat. And Ava's playtime is just for fun. Yes, we are not at a place right now where we're like full-time YouTubers all day long, but that is my vision. And you know, it's really no rush. Whenever it happens, it happens. It's on God's time. I am just happy that I'm still able to make videos, able to show up here every day. Or I would not say every day because I was not here yesterday, but I'm happy that I'm able to still continue this. Honestly, you guys, I didn't know what was gonna happen after that last brain surgery. I was like, man, I don't even know no more. But one thing I would say about me is I'm not someone who gives up. I'm gonna keep trying until something works. Like with this whole weight loss thing, I ain't gave up. I just gotta keep trying. I don't know why, okay. But I'm gonna get some of these for the house. I really like these little mason jars. Um, yeah, y'all, so we're not gonna give up. We're gonna keep going. We're gonna keep going and what is it? Today's the second. Okay, so the 24th, we're gonna fly out of here. Fly out of Atlanta, Georgia. We're going to Vegas. And then October 1st, we're gonna head home. That's gonna be the conclusion of our surprise pop-up vacation / rest break. And then we're gonna get back to normal life and we're gonna get Ava back into gymnastics. I'm gonna continue to cook and all that stuff. And I'm gonna make a plan to get Ava a new laptop and myself a new laptop. Um, I already have one in mind for her, but we can also take her into Best Buy and let her pick out her laptop. She has a $400 budget. You can pick it out online, or you can actually go to the store and pick it out. Which one you want to do?
Go to the store and pick it out.
Okay, you got a $400 budget. You know what that looks like? Okay.
4, 0, and 0.
And then her school said that they'll reimburse us for the laptop, which is great. Which is very, very great. And it's definitely a blessing.
And if there's any money left, can I get something?
I don't think it works that way, Eva. I don't think it works that way. She said, Ava always trying to get another gift on top of a gift. She always, my baby's a little hustler. She always trying to get something to get something.
Is there cookies left for me? Or if there's any cookies left?
French today?
Yeah, because you said you're going to give me a cookie.
Look at her. Do y'all kids do this? Are they little business women and men? They always trying to bargain with y'all.
But you said if I gave you those, then you give me a cookie.
I don't recall. I don't recall.
What did that mean?
I don't remember.
You said if I give you the lotion, you give me the cookie.
Y'all remember that? I don't.
You said, give me the lotion, I'll give you a cookie. No hug for you.
No cookie for you.
And
No cookie for you.
yeah, but if I do hug you, give me the cookie right now.
Not right now, cause I'm doing this.
You tell me where the cookie is.
You want it to be cooked? Do y'all kids like it?
Gosh.
Come here. Give me a hug. I'm about to end this Ava pretty soon.
You get touched.
You crazy. But yes, you guys, I will try to get another live stream today. I don't know what that's gonna look like, whether that's gonna be a panel show or what. I'm gonna try to get another live stream in that is public, but so everybody can comment. But I'll be honest with you guys. Today and this morning, I did not feel like battling with no trolls. Because me and El Cheapo and Emperor, we be up in here going through it. El Cheapo, you always say do a panel and then you might or might not pop up. If we do a panel, what y'all want to talk about? Do y'all want to talk about that Sam's Club video with that girl threw that food at them customers? But El Cheapo, okay, so El Cheapo, when are you going to be able to pull up to the panel show? I needed a new laptop charger and I got one the other day that's longer. So I can do more panel shows now because I got the right charger. But El Cheapo, are you, like, how many hours until you going to be able to pull up? That's why I need to ask you. You know what? I was talking about naps the other day. When you get older, you be eating that nap, that recharge. El Cheapo, how many hours before you get ready to pull up? But maybe we could talk about that Sam's Club video because it was kind of like a compilation video. So there was a couple different stories in there. I guess we could talk about this. Do y'all feel like the customer's always right? You know how they be saying that when you go somewhere? Oh, the customer's always right. You be like, bullshit. Y'all niggas be wrong sometimes, and I'm sick of it. Bro, but go check this video out. It's in the video tab on my page. I think if we do we'll do a panel show maybe about that. Because the customer is not always right, but it sounds good. Okay, as we said, I'm not free till 4. I don't know what time that is for you. Okay, right now it is 1:46.
No, it's not.
What time is it where you're at?
Here, it is 5 o'clock.
Cause Chiba, you be having me rolling, so I'm gonna try to do the panel show when I know you can come up. So I think Alaska is 4 hours behind. So maybe I think you're like 3 hours behind. Okay, you said 10:47. Okay, so you're about 3 hours behind. You said to 4. Girl, I gotta get my time converter on because I'll be acting slow. Oh, I think that's about like 7 p.m. my time. I think it's about like 7 p.m. I be hate when I play panel shows and then then my family will have something going on. I'm like, damn. That'd be the only thing about the panel shows. Is like or even now I'll plan something and then they have something else going on, and I don't have to go. But when you say I think you got food there, I'm like shit. I'm like shit. I'm going with y'all. Okay, Ember said, uh, what's it? Wait. I don't think that was Emperor. What am I talking about? This is why I be having to pull up the chat on my phone because I be reading wrong. But maybe we should talk about that. Like, do you think the customer's always right? And then we could play that video. I love panel shows because, yeah, 3 hours ahead. That's it. I said 3 hours ahead. So 7 would be like 4 for you, right? You know, I don't like math like that, but Ava loves math. Ava, speaking of which, how much schoolwork have you done?
Can I do the rest in a little bit?
No, do it now because I want to use the computer. Do 3 of each. 3 of math, 3 of language arts. Y'all, she playing me because she's over there jumping and doing her little spins. I'm like, girl, you ain't putting on schoolwork. Do 3 of each. Look, she got me distracted. Okay, so I think we need to talk about that. Let's review that Sam's Club video and let's talk about whether the customer's always right. And you know the thing I love about the panel shows, y'all be having some funny stories. Y'all be like, I went into this restaurant this one time. And you know what I never really noticed? Because I used to keep all my food stuff to myself. Now that I have opened it up, I be hearing the wildest stories about food. Because everyone has worked somewhere with food before. Whether that's when you were younger or even now. Like, you know, there's dishwashers, there's people who worked fast food before. There is just so many stories that other and everyday people have that we get to share on this platform when we do open panels. And it is just very interesting. Some people will come up and you be like, you know what, I'm just gonna let you talk. Cause you got something to say. And then I'll ask a question every once in a while. But I appreciate you all, you know, sharing the much you guys do with me and feeling comfortable on this platform to be able to come up at all. Even if you're someone that's always coming up to panels or if it's your first time. Like, I appreciate that. I really do. And I really try to make sure that it's a peaceful environment where you feel like you can say your piece without getting too much blowback from it. There are some panels where you go up there and you talk, and I have had to argue with everyone about how I feel. And I'm like, I do not like that. I think if somebody has their opinion, they should be able to have their opinion. Shouldn't be no questions about it. Shouldn't be no debate about it. But people will pick apart your statement and try to say how your feeling is wrong. And I don't think that that's right. If somebody feels some type of way, let them feel that way. What's wrong with y'all out here, some of y'all? It's crazy. That's why people don't want to come up to your panels, because you be acting crazy. But we don't do that over here. But I have seen some nasty YouTube channels that I will never go up. I will be in the chat. And that's where my place is, in the chat. Because I don't even got time. I don't want to have to argue with nobody about how I feel. And look, I don't want no parts of what y'all got going on up in here. But yes, I'm gonna set up a show for later. If something happens, we'll have to reschedule it. But for now, I do want to do a panel show where we're talking about whether the customer's always right or not. Like, cause in this video at Sam's Club, that worker said, "F all this. These customers can get all this food," and she threw it all at they head. She said, "That's how you know." Like that girl was just fed up in that video. Fed up. She probably got kids at home. She probably stressed out, was arguing with her dude before she got here. Her bills probably ain't paid. And then you come up in here acting crazy? She said, "Not today." But y'all go check it out. It's on the video tab on my page. I just released it. I uploaded it yesterday, but I wanted to give my members, first dibs on the whole story. But it should be available to everyone now. Go check it out. We'll probably do it. We're gonna do a show around those videos in there, and there's a couple of different videos in there, but the main one and the first one is when she threw that food at some customers like that. So I want to know from you guys, is the customer always right? Or do we need to stop? Well, not even saying we, because I know the customer's not always right. Do restaurants need to stop with that BS? But thank you guys for tuning in. I will try to upload the recipes later on today. Thank y'all for watching. Y'all already know what it is. This is Kitchen Talk with Chef Big Bank. Hit the like button, subscribe to the YouTube channel, get you a membership. So when we do these member-only live chats, you're able to come in here and chat with us. Subscribe to Ava's Playtime, which is children's content, and Time for Tea at 907 Good Eats. We got some hot topics over there. It's not a ton of videos, a lot of shorts, but one day, we're gonna start posting over there more. And there are some good stories over there that did not and will not make its way over here, because some of them were disgusting. I'm just gonna tell y'all, okay? And then what I'm talking about that's really nasty is the monkey meat that they try to smuggle into the U.S. We're not even gonna talk about that over here because it's very disgusting. And it looked scary. So videos like that are gonna stay over there at Time for Tea, over there with the hot topics, because I don't even want to put nothing like that on over here on 907 Good Eats. I will not be reporting on stories like that over here. They will be over there on my other channel, so y'all go ahead and subscribe to my other channel and support the channel. Hit the Cash App, the PayPal. You can also send us super thanks, but comment down below and let me know if you like French toast. Now y'all know what I said in this video. Foodie gang gang gang. Foodie gang gang gang. See y'all next one. Peace.